everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you're new here. My name is Danny. It's nice to meet you. Today I'm going to be talking about what it's like dealing with acne. And when I'm talking about acne, I'm talking about this kind of acne, not the little 1, 2, 3 little pimple like that. No, we're going to be talking about acne, cystic hormonal acne. Before we get into it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and like this video if you can relate to having this type of acne. So a little backstory, I've had acne for years now and in the same spot, same thing all the time for years. So I've always had them mainly here on my cheeks. It's where they're more prominent. My forehead, not as much, just more kind of like sometimes blackheads and sometimes around here, but a majority of it is on my cheeks, as you can see. While we're talking about this, I am going to be getting ready, so we're gonna do a little get ready with me / talk with me, whatever. So anyways, back on the acne talk. So like I said, I've had acne forever. I've had it for years, for as long as I can remember, and since then I have been trying to learn what type of acne I have, how to deal with it, and so on, so many things. But one thing that I have always really struggled with that recently I've been getting more comfortable in is the insecurity of having acne. Like, the reason I got into beauty was because of my acne. The reason why I got into makeup and why I love makeup so much is because of the acne. When I was younger, I would always try to cover up the acne with foundation or whatever I would find, like anything I would find, like powder foundation, liquid foundation, weightless foundation, tinted moisturizer, anything. I would try to cover my acne up because I felt so insecure going out about it. I didn't feel pretty. So sneakily, I would use my mom's foundation. She was not my match. We're not the same skin tone. She's a little bit lighter than me. So when I wore her makeup, at the time I didn't know this, but when I wore my makeup, or her makeup, I'm sorry, you can tell I was wearing makeup. But that little bit of makeup, it would obviously cover and it would make me feel a lot better. And so then eventually I really got into makeup and started learning all about makeup, watching YouTube videos and everything. Now, of course, this is when I first started having acne, so it isn't as bad as it is now. But also I don't want to say that because I've had worse than this. My skin is actually healing, and I'm going to tell you later in this video on how I got it to heal even more. I know my skin's not perfect, but I have some tips. It's getting there because I went through a downhole not that long ago, so yeah. But yeah, so the reason I got into makeup was because of my acne. I wanted to cover it up. I didn't feel pretty, like I said, and that's a really big, I feel like nobody really talks about all the insecurity and like you want to hide because you have acne and it doesn't look as attractive as clear skin does. Like, I know me personally still, my goal is to have clear skin and to finally heal and cure my acne. Now, I know people are gonna say it's genetics, you're gonna have it, it's gonna blah, blah, blah. I don't believe in that. Like, yeah, genetics, I have acne because of, you know, my mom. But you can, if you learn about your acne and how your skin is, you can heal your skin. But yeah, like I said, the insecurity is not something a lot of people talk about. And I was insecure with my acne for years, like for as long as I can remember. And just like a couple years ago, I started feeling okay. I started thinking to myself, it's okay, it's normal. You're not the only one who has acne. There's people out there who have it worse. And there's some people who have it not as bad as you do, but it's a normal thing. Not everyone gets it, but a lot of people get acne, so it's normal. To this day, sometimes I feel a little insecure going out without makeup. Like a few weeks ago, my skin was looking more rough than what it is right now. I have no makeup on right now. This is my bare skin. This is me naturally. But a few weeks ago, my skin was looking really bad. And I'm going to pull up pictures of how my skin was looking. And during that time, I was so stressed. So when I kept looking at my skin, I was like, crap, I don't look so good. I need to cover this up. It's not looking okay. I don't want to go out. And it would just bring you down. Like, when you have that insecurity, you don't want to do anything because it's like, ugh, get away. And whenever I do feel insecure on my acne, because just a few days ago too, I was like, ugh, I don't want to go out. But something that I do to kind of like calm myself down from that, because when I start thinking about it, I start thinking about a million other things. I'm an overthinker. But anyways, when I start thinking about it too much, I'm like, oh, now I have this, and this, and this, and this. It just gets worse. Instead of me trying to go on, and when I notice that I'm overthinking about it too much, I literally out loud, I say, stop. It's not that serious. It's normal. It's going to happen. Your skin isn't always going to look 100% beautiful. When it comes to insecurity, you're going to have to learn how to love yourself. So self-love plays a big part in this, because I didn't know what self-love was. I didn't know you can love yourself 3 years ago. I was like, what is that? And then COVID hit, and then I was home all the damn time. And so during that time, I learned a lot, and one thing that I learned was self-love. And building up the self-love really helped build up my confidence and really helped me overcome the fear of being insecure about my acne. So learning self-love plays a big part. You can do that by going out for a walk, going out in nature, or doing things that you love to do. Me, personally, I love watching videos on skincare. I love makeup. I love anything beauty. I love beauty. And I would do all these things that I loved. And eventually I was like, you know what? Like, I look beautiful. I look beautiful the way I am. I don't have to look like every single other girl that's out there. I'm me, and I'm unique in my own way. And I'm beautiful because I'm not the same as all these girls that we see on social media or all these celebrities. So know this, you are beautiful. And what you can do, journal. Journaling has helped me too. When you write down the way you feel and all that, it feels like you've just let go of everything. I have this note every single day right here on my desk. It says, you are beautiful, because I am beautiful. And the more you think about it, and the more, or if you write it down too, the more and more you say it, the more and more you write it and all this stuff, the more and more you're going to believe it, and the more and more you're going to feel confident and love yourself. Now, something not a lot of people talk about either is, why are we listening to people, like, no hate, but why are we listening to people who have like 1 to 3 little pimples when we have scarring, when we have all this stuff? Their skin is completely different from ours. They, like I said, no hates, because there's no hate over here. But they won't understand what this type of acne is compared to their monthly 1 pimple is, compared to us where it's weekly, daily sometimes. But some advice may help if they really know what skin is and they know what they're talking about. But if they only know their skin, then it's not gonna help. They're little, just drink lots of water. Water will clear up your skin. No, it's not. No, it's not. I literally only drink water. And that is actually one reason why I want to be here on social media creating content, to have people feel comfortable with somebody who has skin just like them or the same problems as them, because I mean, it happens. It happens to a lot of us. It happens to the best of us. One thing I'm not really fond of or anything, it's not that I hate it, because I don't hate that they're on there like trying to help, but like I said, no one will understand your skin unless they have had it before or are currently going through it. Another thing I did do while going through acne is I would try every single product. My mom would take me to every Sephora, every Ulta, whatever. Actually, not Ulta. We never went to Ulta. We were Sephora girls. But she would take me to dermatologists. She took me to Ulta once to do the dermalogica service where they do the facials and on you and everything. But we went everywhere. We've asked everyone for advice. She would make me try every single product out there for acne. Not one of them worked. Now then, 13-year-old me didn't know much about consistency. I was just learning. I was just getting into all this stuff. And I totally blanked. I don't even know what I was talking about. While I try to remember, I'm just going to do my foundation. Oh, I was talking about products. So, like I said, I've tried everything on the market, to high-end skincare to drugstore skincare. And one thing I will say about that, a lot of the drugstore skincare worked better than high-end. So you don't need expensive products to heal your skin. Trust me. And save your wallet. But yeah, one thing too that has helped me with the acne, my skin a couple years ago used to be amazing. My skin was so clear. Well, not so clear, but it was a lot clearer. You couldn't even see my scarring anymore. And that was because, one, I was consistent on my skincare. Two, I learned more about skincare. I'm going to tell you guys my tips right now. And three, I was focusing on my health. But the way you use your products, so don't go buying like a whole new skincare routine and all of that. You don't need to buy it. You need to learn how to use it in the daytime. And I've been doing this recently. I've been doing this for a month now, and my skin has improved. Is not washing my face in the morning with the facial soap. So what I do instead is I just rinse off my face with water. I don't even dry it with a towel anymore either. I use my fan. I let my face air dry. I use my fan and I just go like that until my face is dry enough to start putting on my products. But yeah, using your products the correct way will definitely be a big game changer. And I've learned this tip. This was a few years ago. Though 2 years ago, there's this YouTuber that I absolutely love. Her name's Alexandria Girly Talks. That's her name. But Alexandria, I'm so sorry. Alexandra Girly Talks, I think it is. Something like that. But I watch her, and I remember watching one of her skincare videos, and she said, you don't, like literally, as I said, you don't have to buy $200 worth of products when you can use the ones you already have at home from the drugstore or wherever you got them. You just had to use them correctly. And so after watching that video, I would use my products correctly. One thing she taught me, which did help, was something called dry cleansing. What that means is you take your cleanser without any water or anything. You emulsify it in your hands and then go on your face, and as soon as it starts turning white, you start rinsing it off with water. So in the morning I only rinse my face off with water, and I let it air dry, or I dry it with the fan. Another thing is, you don't need 15 serums, treatments, moisturizers, whatever, toners for your skincare. You don't need a 25-step skincare routine. My skincare routine is like 3 to 7 products. Sometimes only 3. This morning, like I said, rinse my face off with water. And then after I let it dry, I use my serum. I use a brightening serum that helps with the scarring. And I use the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro vitamin C serum. I love that serum. It's amazing. So I use that, and what you could do too is letting the product set before you move on to the next product. So for example, the serum, I apply it on and I leave it to set on my face for 1 to 2 minutes. While I'm doing that, I I'm a big user of my fan. I love my fan. It's already breaking. I'm gonna need a new one. But my fan, and I kind of just sit there for a few minutes and just let the skin absorb all the goodies from the serum. Before I continue with my makeup, a trick that I also learned from the same YouTuber, Alexandra Girly Talks, is she uses lactic acid on her lips to hydrate them. Lactic acid is a great ingredient to help repair dryness. So I just do that. You only need a little bit. So after I let the first serum set, I sometimes, not all the time, I use another serum. It's the niacinamide dewdrops, I think it's called, from the Glow recipe. I think it's that one. I'm not sure, but I use that one, which also helps with brightening. And then I, once again, let that set for 1 to 2 minutes. After that, SPF. I use a moisturizing one, so I don't have to put moisturizer on. Also, I'm an oily girl, so I don't like to put too much products on my face because I feel like I'm just gonna over oil my skin. And I know there's moisturizers out there specifically for oily skin, but my SPF and all the serums that I use are already moisturizing enough that I don't need a moisturizer. But the SPF I use is from CeraVe, however you want to call it. I use the moisturizing SPF 30. I put that on, and you only need a little bit of SPF too. I put that on, and that's literally my morning skincare routine. That's up to 3 products, nothing more. Now for the nighttime routine. Whether you wear makeup or no makeup that day, double cleanse. Trust me, your skin will thank you right now and in the future. So double cleansing. Then when I first heard of double cleansing a few years ago, I thought, oh, just use the same cleanser twice and just cleanse my face twice like that. No, don't do that. Don't do that. An oil cleanser will be your best friend. Even if you have oily skin. Just because you have oily skin does not mean you cannot use an oily cleanser. I have extremely oily skin. You can see it's already oiling up. And yet, an oil cleanser has helped my skin so much. You can really use any oil cleanser. Right now, I'm currently using the newest Clinique cleansing balm. It's the one with Japanese charcoal infused. It's supposed to detoxify the skin and help with the pores and all of that. I'm almost done. Well, actually, I'm not almost done with it, but I want to try something else. I'm getting into Korean and Japanese skincare, so I'm gonna be trying. It's a Korean oil cleanser. I don't know what it's called, but I'll pull up a picture. I've heard a lot of good reviews on that one. But anyways, what the oil cleanser is supposed to do is break down all of the dirt and gunk and makeup and all that stuff from your skin from throughout the day. You need to do that because your normal cleanser won't really do that. The purpose of a regular cleanser, like the one I use the CeraVe salicylic acid foaming cleanser. That's the one I use. That isn't meant to take off your makeup. No. Or any of that gunk and all that stuff. Well, kind of the gunk, but that's mainly to cleanse and clean the skin. The oil cleanser is breaking down all of that nasty stuff that your skin picked up throughout the day. Especially if you wear makeup every day, you need to have the oil cleanser. An oil cleanser is a lot more gentle on your skin when it comes to removing the makeup, because makeup wipes, all they do is tug and pull on your skin, which will give you wrinkles. You don't want wrinkles. I don't want wrinkles. So use something more gentle, which is an oil cleanser. And on top of that, out of all of the makeup removers I have used, oil cleansers are the best makeup removing products out there. Makeup wipes and micellar water and all this weird stuff that's out there to remove your makeup, oil cleansers are the best. Trust me. And I would know this because I used to do crazy eyeshadow makeup. I would wear pink. Like, I would use this palette from the Morphe Jeffree Star thing, and I would use pinks. They would stain my eyes. The makeup wipes wouldn't get them off. The Clinique Take the Day Off whatever it's called, won't take it off. What helped was the oil cleansers. Oil cleansers break it down to remove every single particle of the makeup. It'll take it down. Not these other products, especially makeup wipes. Please don't use makeup wipes. Also, don't use micellar water as a toner. It's not a toner. But yeah, find an oil cleanser that works for you. I will probably most likely give you guys updates on the new oil cleanser I'm going to be trying. But pick an oil cleanser that works for you. Now, the next step of the double cleansing is to go in with your regular cleanser. This is where I would go in with my CeraVe salicylic acid cleanser. That's where I would go in and really massage it into the skin, really rub it into the skin. And I do this for about 60 seconds each. Both of the not the oil cleansers, but both of the cleansers, I do it for a minute each. I usually do 30 to 60 seconds. So 30 seconds for the oil cleanser, 60 seconds for the regular cleanser. That's just what I do. It depends on my mood. If I'm lazy, if I'm not lazy. But yeah, always double cleanse in the nighttime. So after I cleanse, let the skin air dry one more time. Use your fan if you have to, if you have one. If you don't have one, you can use a folder. You can use anything, literally anything can be a fan. Palette, boom, fan. Tiny notebook, boom, fan. Bronzing palette, fan. You may need to put a little bit of work into this, but it's a fan. It'll help you. Be creative. But after the double cleansing, that's when you go into your treatments, your serums, eye creams, whatever. I don't really use eye cream because my eyes are fine. The serum I use is, once again, the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro Vitamin C Brightening Serum. I always use a brightening serum. It's always in the daytime too, to help with, all the lighting. I'm literally in light right now to help with that. But in the nighttime, I also keep it simple. Sometimes after I cleanse and before I get into my serums and treatments and all of that, I do a face mask. You could do a sheet mask, you could do a clay mask, whatever. You just want your skin to be clean whenever you're doing a face mask. You don't want to have like any little leftover makeup because it's not doing anything for your skin, trust me. You literally have, if you're doing makeup and then a face mask on top of that, you literally have a barrier right there from your skin and the mask or whatever. It's not gonna help. So always make sure your skin is clean when doing a face mask. And when you want to do it, the best time to do it is right when you first wake up before you do your skincare routine, or right after you double cleanse in the nighttime. One of my favorite face masks is this brand called Tony Moly. They have a lot of great ones. And my favorite one that they make, and I'm gonna put a picture, is the I Am Rice one. Oh my gosh. This mask has cleared up my skin like no other mask. It's beautiful. But that's my favorite one from Tony Moly. Then the Cram Shop, whatever you want to call it, is also a really, really great sheet mask brand. I use a bunch of their stuff, honestly, because they have a lot of Hello Kitty, and I'm a big Hello Kitty girl. So, yeah. But there is this one mask, which is actually a Hello Kitty one, and it's pink. I can't remember the name. Holy crap. I'll if I find a picture, I'll put it up here. But there's this one mask that has also helped clear up my skin and nourish the skin and give it all the goodies it needs. Those masks are amazing. Of course, you can use any sheet mask because there is other really, really good brands. Those aren't the only two brands I have. I switch it up with a bunch of different ones. But those ones are definitely my top two brands that I will continuously purchase from. Probably over purchase from them. I use a lot of brands that, not 100%, but a lot of it is Korean and Japanese skincare. Because let me tell you, they know that prioritizing your skincare is key to having youthful, you looking dewy, clear, glass skin. They know it. They know what they're doing. So a lot of American brands and other brands, like no hate, but they're not prioritizing their skincare as well as the Korean and Japanese skincare. Why do you think they're so popular? Because they know what they're doing. But yeah, I'm really getting into the Korean and Japanese skincare. Soon I'm gonna be ordering from this app called yearssss. I will give you guys a haul, so keep a lookout for that. Keep a lookout for that if you guys want to see that. So after the face mask and all of that, what you go into your serums and your treatments if you do treatments. I don't really do treatments anymore. I kind of just yellow, whatever. But what I do is I go with my serum. I go again with the not the advanced night repair, the Estee Lauder Perfectionist Pro Brightening Serum, the vitamin C one. I use that one and then let that set. Then I go in with my next serum, which is the Advanced Night Repair. And you can use it in the daytime. I mean, I use it in the daytime when I'm doing my makeup, but you can use it in the nighttime a lot by itself. I douse my face in that. I love that. I'm already almost done with it. You can see I'm almost done with that. So those are the two serums I use in the nighttime, the Estee Lauder ones. If you can tell, I love Estee Lauder. But after the serums, sometimes I will do a treatment. I said I don't really do them. I don't really do them. But I usually just do those two in the nighttime. Sometimes I use a treatment, and I use one from the Inky List. They have a... Sorry, guys, I can't breathe. I was just running. I had to go try my car, and I had to hurry up. But sometimes I use their treatment. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the only little tiny tube treatment they have. I use that to help with the acne. Another thing I do love too are pimple patches. I use the one from the cream shop, or my favorite are the Starface one, but the blue ones, the one that have niacinamide in it. Those are my favorite ones from Starface. The yellow ones are okay. They're more for like, I don't know, like tiny itty bitty ones. But honestly, I prefer the blue ones, the one with the niacinamide in it. Those ones are the best pimple patches I've ever tried. They actually like overnight have flattened some of my pimples that I've had. But anyways, and then after I do all the serums and treatments and whatnot, you can use an eye cream or like lip mask or whatever. I don't do that all the time. I don't really use eye cream if I'm gonna be honest. I use like the eye masks. That's what I use really, but I feel like I don't really need eye cream. Sometimes I will use it, but most of the time I don't. So yeah, and I do eye mask like 2 to 5 times a week. So yeah, I sleep a lot, so my eyes are fine. And yeah, but after all that, you would go in with an overnight mask or a moisturizer. Lately, I have been loving the Youth to the People Super Berry Glowy Overnight Mask. It's amazing. I will be right back. I have to go pick up my sister. I guess it wasn't 3:30. It was earlier than 3:30. Okay, I'm back. So, what was I talking about? Talking about the moisturizer. So yeah, I use the Youth to the People Super Berry one. It's good for hydration and making the skin look glowy, even though mine already looks so glowy because of all this oil, but it's a really good overnight mask. I love it. Another good one that I used to love, I still like it, but it doesn't compare to the Youth to the People one. I used to use the Moisture Surge Overnight Mask from Clinique. So that's my nighttime skincare routine. And those are some of my tips for like products and all of that. So double cleansing and really just knowing how to use your products. It's a big thing. Another thing is your diets. How, like, I know you've heard of the saying, you are what you eat. You have to keep in mind of what you're eating. Now, of course, this doesn't mean you have to stop eating pizza and all this stuff. You can still eat it, but you have to be mindful of how much you're intaking and how much you eat it. So you have to watch out for that. A thing you can do, and I know not a lot of people like doing this, but green juices. Green juices will help you. I have a recipe on my green juice on my TikTok. If you guys want to go on my TikTok, it's Miss dannimediina. It would also be in the description box down below if you want to check it out. But green juices will help not only clear your skin, but just overall make the skin look more healthier. So greens and all your nutrients, you need those because your skin will love you. Right now, I don't want to say it's a diet because it really isn't a diet. I'm doing this challenge with my mom. We are not allowed to eat at all out for the month of April. It is April 5th or April 6th. It's April 6th right now. So it's been 6 days. And I did this challenge, one, because I wanted to see how my skin was going to improve and my overall health. And I was doing this because my boyfriend, he really only eats out. So whenever I would go with him, I would eat out. I would eat Panda Express, pizza all the time. Buffalo Wild Wings, we would always eat out. We would always eat out. And my skin wasn't doing great. That picture, I think I already said I was gonna put it up. But here's a picture of what my skin was looking like a few weeks ago when I was like, okay, something's wrong. And I was thinking it's because of my diet. Because 2 summers ago, like I said, my overall health, my skin was so beautiful. I would go out without makeup because you could barely see any scarring. There was rarely any pimples because during that time, I would eat so healthy. I would have my green juices all the time. And, here and there, I would get some little pimples. But other than that, my skin was looking beautiful. And I'm so sad I didn't take any pictures. But my skin was looking great. Then that's because of what I was eating. I was eating super healthy and I was keeping track of what I was eating. Your diet and what you eat also play a big part on your skin. If you're not eating healthy, if you're not eating right or eating enough of the nutrients and greens and all that stuff you need, your skin isn't really going to improve because your products aren't what make your skin clear. They're a booster in a way. And what you eat plays a big part because whatever you eat, you're going to see on your skin. Be mindful of what you're eating. That's what really helped. And by the end of this month, I am also going to show you guys like how my skin has improved from no eating out, no Starbucks drinks, no little ice creams from the little Froyo shop, even though I've been craving it. But none of that, nothing at all. You cannot, everything has to be homemade is what it is. So that's my challenge. And if you guys want to start partaking in this challenge, do it too. Trust me, it'll be so much fun. Fun-ish, but yeah. Those are basically my tips and my little rants on acne and what it's like dealing with it, because not every day is a good day. Not every day is gonna be a acne-free, pimple-free day. We're gonna have them. It just happens. Some people have it more than others, like me, or some people have it worse than me. And there's just so much. Everyone's skin is different. But for those who have skin that may be similar to mine, so my skin type is oily. My skin is hormonal cystic acne. Hormonal acne is kind of like if your body isn't balanced or your hormones are imbalanced, your skin is going to show it. So you have to, that's where the diet comes in. It's a big part in taking care of your skin. If you're not eating right, you're going to continue to have all these pimples and all this stuff. So you have to overall just take care of yourself. You need to get into your that girl self-love era, because once you do, your skin and your body and your soul and your energy, your vibe, everything will love it, because you're finally putting in that time that you deserve for you. So thank you guys so much for watching this little rant about the acne and the little acne talk, girly talk, whatever. Well, not girly talk, everyone can have it, no matter what you identify as. Anyone can have it. Make sure to give this video a like and make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to see like different videos. I vlog. I most likely gonna get into probably posting a couple game videos. I don't game like Call of Duty game. I game like Animal Crossing game, because Animal Crossing I am obsessed with. Currently obsessed with. I do not get off my Switch. It's there all the time. I love this game. But I'm kind of one and all type of content creator. You know, I do the beauty, I do the vlogs, I do all this fun stuff. So make sure to like and subscribe. Follow me on my socials that will be linked down below in the description box. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.